And hi, what's going on? It looked like it's gonna rain today, which is super lame. I just picked up some Starbucks. This is the new blonde macchiato with non-fat milk. It is different, to say the least. She talked me into it. And I also picked up a non-fat turkey bacon sandwich. What is up, guys? Oh my gosh, I've been so busy today, so I'm so sorry I haven't vlogged. It is now 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and this morning I went to take my grandma to the doctor. While she was there, I went and did legs. I came home, I rinsed off and got dressed. And yes, I'm in the same outfit because I changed my clothes when I went to the gym, and then I put these back on. I'm just gonna answer all your questions since I know you are gonna be like, aren't you just wearing that? Well, yeah. So for post-workout, I am having a blueberry Quest bar. This is like the only Quest bar I will eat right now. It's the only one I really care for or like. So if there's any that you like, comment down below so I can try them out. Cool beans? I'm telling y'all, this is the best Quest bar. Look at those chunks of blueberry. It's like a blueberry muffin. Say hi to the two.
What up, two? We're at the Buc-ee's, about to get some grub, because I gotta fill up, you know.
Because we're currently in Bastrop. I haven't told them that we're in Bastrop.
Oh, yeah, we're in Bastrop. What's in Bastrop, right?
Nothing but a Buc-ee's, so we're gonna get some comida.
Maybe I'll take a poop. They have nice bathrooms. They have like 50 stalls.
You're so gross. Let's go get food. I'm gonna look what's on the computer before I go look at the barbecue. Trey's over here looking at the BBQ.
What do you think?
Picked up a barbecue brisket sandwich. Actually, the macros, it's 600 calories, but I have a lot of calories to fill for the day, and I'm about to go to work anyways, so I'm gonna take them. We got some fresh not barbecue, what are these? Potato chips. They're actually like warm still. Trey got the same thing as me. Mager. So we made it back to Austin, and now we are going to Target. What's new? The typical spot. Picked up this awesome find at Target. Buffalo cauliflower. The macros are pretty awesome. So for one serving, which is 1 full cup, it is 2 fat, 1 protein, and 7 carbs. Oh, this is about to be so good. Instead of just microwaving it like in the steamer bag, I am going to roast it in the oven. So good. The finished product, they are gonna be so delicious. Hey guys, so I totally forgot to give you my thoughts. By the way, these were amazing, but they were so much more spicier than I thought they were, but highly, highly recommend if you like spicy foods. Hey guys, so I hope you are enjoying the series. I've got some really good feedback from it, but if you don't follow me on Twitter, you should. I posted a poll on what you guys want to see next, and why you don't see results was number 1, and how to calculate your own macros was number 2. So I'll be doing both of those videos, but today we'll be doing why you don't see results. You're working hard, you're eating right, you're in the gym, you're hitting your workouts, but why don't you see results? So I'm gonna go over a few things. These are things I have learned throughout my fitness journey that I really didn't realize until I started implementing them. So for starters, tip number 1, so you can see results, is make sure you're drinking your water. I have so many people ask me, like, I just don't see results fast enough. My first question to them is, how much water are you drinking? That's my question to everything. You're having headaches, you're feeling sick all the time. How much water are you drinking in a day? People just don't realize it. Like, being dehydrated, it makes you tired, it makes you have headaches. When you're hydrated, you're more energized, you're powered up, your workouts are better, you just perform better in life in general. Water has so many benefits to the body that I could do a whole video related just on what water does for you. But one that really speaks to me is it flushes out your toxins. It cleans you out. You are urinating all of those toxins away, and if you are not drinking enough water, you are not flushing out your toxins. And that alone, I can go into a video about, you know, with your gut health, your heart health, your muscle health, your bone health, your skin health. You don't want those toxins to build up in your body. And I don't want to say if you're not drinking enough water you can't lose weight, but it will make it very, very, very difficult. If you are drinking enough water and you are flushing out those toxins, you're boosting your metabolism and you are making it that much easier to lose weight. Tip number 2, ask yourself, how much alcohol are you drinking? Do you consume alcohol? What types of alcohol are you consuming? When you're drinking alcohol, especially like hard liquors, you're usually mixing it with something, let's be real. So it's a soda or very sugary syrups, like just very high calorie, sugary dense drinks. And you're not just having one, like you're having multiple, and you're not even thinking of those calories that you're intaking. And speaking of calories, alcohol has 7 calories per gram of alcohol. Did you know that? Because I didn't know that. I thought it was just carbs, fats, and proteins, but did you know we still have alcohol, which has its own calories? I know. Alcohol can actually slow down your metabolism. It is very sugary dense, and so the way it breaks down is like another topic in its own, but it's very slow digesting, and that alone could be a reason. So to recap on alcohol, high in sugar, high in calorie, usually high in carb depending with what you're mixing it with, and it can potentially slow down your digestive system and dehydrate you, which goes back to tip number 1, where you need to be hydrated. My next tip for you guys so you can see your results is, how are you tracking? How are you tracking your progress to say you're not seeing results? For me personally, every single morning when I wake up, I weigh myself. Every single morning in a fasted state where I haven't ate anything, I haven't drank a sip of water, nothing. I get up, I go to the bathroom, I weigh myself. And that's just a consistent way for me to do it. Some people like to do it at night. I think it's good to do it in the morning at a fasted state because that is your true weight. If you're weighing yourself at different times throughout the day, you're not being consistent. You have to be consistent when you're weighing yourself. Either in the morning when you're fasted or right before bed, like right before you lay down and crash out. Like, you just have to be consistent. Like, that's the biggest thing, is you can't weigh yourself in the morning one day and a few days later weigh yourself in the evening and be like, I'm the same, or I weigh more, I'm not, you know, losing weight. Well, look at how you're tracking your progress. I think another good way to track your progress is to take photos. That's why in this series, I'm doing physique updates every few weeks or so, or maybe every week, depending on how I'm feeling. But that is a good representation because you can physically see your own changes. I recommend taking a photo like every Sunday or every Monday or something. Pick a day of the week to take a photo of like your front and back side, and keep it for you. No one has to see it. And then that is your way of going back and seeing your progress. And just because your weight is not changing does not mean you're not seeing results. That is why taking the photos is another good way of tracking it, so you can physically see it, because you might be gaining muscle and still losing fat, but muscle weighs more than fat, so you feel like you're gaining weight or you're not changing, but you really are changing. And that leads me into my next topic, which is seeing physical results. I kind of touched base on the photo idea, and that is a really good way for you personally to see your physical changes, because in a mirror, it's gonna take time. Seeing your progress takes time. Others are gonna realize it before you. I promise, it always happens that way. And while we're talking about physical results, I kind of want to touch base on what is kind of recommended, what you could see realistically within your results. Does that make sense? I feel like that was a mouthful. But what is recommended is only to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. If you are losing more than that or gaining more than that, it's dangerous. That is very, very dangerous. So make sure you're staying within that 1 to 2 pounds per week. And that is good enough progress. Like, don't get down on yourself because I only lost a pound. Or even I only lost half a pound. Did you just hear yourself? You lost half a pound. You lost something. So that alone is seeing results. Another reason you might not be seeing results, and this is for those of you that like to track your macros like me, you might not be tracking them correctly. So when I started tracking macros, I would eyeball it. I was really big on eyeballing. I think that's a cup. I think that's an ounce. Now that I've been tracking my macros for almost 2.5, 3 years, now I'm better at eyeballing, but before then now that I think back on it, like I was so off, because you kind of like you're super generous. Like, I'm holding this whole bowl. Oh, this is only a cup. In reality, it's probably 3 cups. So making sure and I know it's a pain in the butt. I know, I'm living it, I get it. But if you're not completely tracking to a T and you're giving yourself that leeway, then you might not be eating the correct macros to lose weight, to gain weight, whatever you were trying to do. You could be maintaining, you could be eating too much. So that's where you have to be really, really careful with tracking your macros, is be true to tracking them. I hope these tips helped you guys out so you can start seeing some results. Stay tuned for my how to calculate your macros video. That will be very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.